In massive news, Bitcoin has broken $42,000, 42,000 US trash tokens per one pristine digital collateral Bitcoin. Pretty amazing in a world where just a year ago it was down at about $16,000 per one Bitcoin. Now we are getting close to 3 times that. And, this is some sort of a I told you so video, I guess. Let's be honest, quite literally, you take a lot of crap when you go out on a limb, when you're telling family and friends, when you're putting content out into the socials, into, the TikToks and all the people Facebook and Instagram, it's like your local network, and then you get the TikToks and YouTubes of this world that's out there more. And they're all different groups of people, and for whatever reason, TikTok, it just brings a different breed of person. You're just people that are just complete non-playable characters, and you're trying to get people to understand the maturation process that you went through, that I went through as a person. That I didn't have it all figured out. It's not like I just woke up 20 years ago and was like, you know what? I'm waiting one day. I'm a prophet, and I see this thing coming, and I'm going to invest in it, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be the new world monetary system. No, of course not. I was a person that was very political from 2010 to 2000 to 2010 as a kid, and seeing the Uniparty unveiled in front of my eyes, thinking that the people on the right were closer linked to the Constitution and actual meritocracy and things of that nature, and being a naive child, I believe those things. And as a senior at Michigan State in 2009, seeing the things collapse around me, it unveiled the Uniparty, the George Bush administration starting the bailouts, the Obama administration coming in and dropping the floor off from everyone and finishing it off, ramming Obamacare down everyone's throats. That's where I realized, wow, we've gone full socialist. And people have to wake up. In 2012 came, we saw the Occupy Wall Street and Tea Party, people really arguing two different sides of the same coin. And we saw 2012, nothing happened. Nothing changed. We're just going full steam ahead. Fabian socialist. We are just going right down the drain. We're going to keep circling as I smoke the camera, and we're just not going to change. We're not going to learn our lessons. It doesn't matter. And unfortunately, that's the world we live in. And so I started getting prepared and seeing what I could do to build myself up, to build my own skills, to build myself and my family up. And I did that for the last 10, 12 years and focused on putting my own mask on first before I tried to go help other people, really. And that's, quite honestly, I stopped doing some content and blogs 10 years ago because I really had to focus on myself and ratchet down, and probably should have documented that journey, quite honestly. That's what I should have done instead of trying to create. I should have just documented what I was doing, my maturation process, my learning. And I had to go through the trials and tribulations of learning what money was actually. And that's where 2009, 2010, 2011 really started opening my eyes. The Robert Kiyosaki books, Mike Maloney, Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver, the Harry Dents, the Peter Schiffs of the world, all these people helping me understand that money was gold and silver for thousands of years, and that dollars were a claim check on real money. Just like you would go to a dry cleaner and put your clothes there, and they give you a claim check. They give you an IOU or a piece of paper. That's what the dollars were. And seeing that just blew my mind. And ironically, in 2009, that's when Bitcoin came about. That's when Satoshi Nakamoto discovered Bitcoin, put it together, put cryptography, proof of work, all these different things, the difficulty adjustment, all these things, SHA-256 mining together in the right structure, in the right cadence, because this has been being worked on for decades, and put it together and discovered Bitcoin. That's what I didn't realize until years later. It took me until 2016, 17 to really start seeing Bitcoin and understanding, 2018 to start investing in it. And I realized over the last few years, and really probably in early 2020, once the lockdowns started, that there was no alternative other than Bitcoin. And that's why the last 3 years have been a labor of transferring most of what I have into Bitcoin, the new monetary reserve system that people can't take from me, because this old system's collapsing, and it's going to take down absolutely everything it can with, like the drowning man in the ocean. You always are told to be careful with a drowning person because they're going to grab and grasp at whatever they can to try to save themselves. That's what's going to happen in the system. Fighting you, taking down wherever they can, the last vestiges of power. And this is where we're at. And people saying over and over again, Bitcoin's dead, Bitcoin's dead, Bitcoin's going away. We have the bond market at 4.2%, the 10-year treasury. I mean, mind-blowing. We are at 5% just, a couple of weeks ago? The risk-free assets, the safe bet. What a clown world. The enslavement mechanism of what corporate or what national bonds are Corporate bonds are one thing, but the sovereign bonds is just an enslavement mechanism. That's the most insidious thing I've ever seen in my life. We've broken out of the 40-year downtrend of rates going down, and they're going to be probably considerably going up in the near future. So we have literally the trifecta, like we said many times, looking at crude oil, the DXY, and the 10-year yields. The 10-year yields, again, just absolutely cratering and being bought up. We had the DXY going down, people selling out of their dollars, getting into bonds, getting into gold and silver, getting into Bitcoin. Gold and silver breaking all-time highs, gold breaking all-time highs, silver, they're both down a little bit today, but both breaking, gold breaking highs. Silver has been way up over the last handful of days. Crude oil still about $73 sitting there. But again, Bitcoin, $42,000. $42,000. And the DXY about 103.64. So this is something we track. I usually track it daily. I used to do videos on this daily, but we do it once a week and kind of update on this. But watch those, the trifecta. As those moves, so move the rest of the markets. And equities follow all that, what we just talked about. You don't even need to worry about equities. We need to be in the big macro trades. But again, Bitcoin breaking $42,000. And this is it's truly comical. All the headwinds. I just did a video the other day, or an article the other day. Go to the link in the Substack. Go check that out. The top 10 reasons to be bullish and be buying Bitcoin in 2024. Larry Fink giving his blessing. The ETFs coming all over the place. We have the halving coming in a few months of the supply of Bitcoin getting cut in half again. We've got the Fed probably going to have to start printing currency and trying to lower rates again, yield curve control, things of that nature, huge liquidity events coming. And we have so much on the horizon for Bitcoin, and just the demographic shifts of the older generations going away and their cash, their wealth going down to the younger generations. And what is the younger generation going to do with their cash? Are they going to put it in gold and silver? Are they going to put it into real estate? All the places they've been screwed on for years? No. Probably not. They're going to put it into an entity that's decentralized and that no one can control and that they can custody themselves. They don't have to trust anyone else because they've been screwed over and over and over again for decades now, and they've seen their family get screwed over and over and over again. So this is where we're at, guys. This is where we are at in the story. Bitcoin's being attacked. Be prepared. People that promote Bitcoin, talk about Bitcoin, educate on Bitcoin, hold Bitcoin, you are going to get attacked. You're already getting attacked. You're going to be looked at as the reason these things are going on. We just saw articles recently, we'll do another quick video on that inflation, you are to blame. People buying expensive things are the reason inflation is a problem. Are you kidding me? Talk about gaslighting, the definition of gaslighting. Inflation is here for one purpose and one purpose only as we wrap this video up. It is here at the expense of the people. It's because of government printing of currency, printing digits into a computer or printing sheets off of a line of paper, claim checks, counterfeiting currency into existence that other people, you and I, have to pay through direct taxes and through indirect taxes of inflation. That's it. Higher prices. So what are we going to do about it?